Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes.
Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On the Jets sweep, here's Grant, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready? Hey, come on. It's free. Hey, watch it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long after.
Blitz coming, and And down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. And he completes it to Hunt. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Here's the Raiders punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kareem Hunt. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Steps away to his left. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This is Yeldon on the dump-off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run here with Ballage. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. But why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception.
The 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Rosen looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Howard Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and 4.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. The 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Middle.
To throw is Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll set up the screen to Balaj. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Check 15.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Watch the whip. Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
3-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Check. Fresno.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles Harris providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Again, it's Balaj. He's got a first down past the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check 37, check 30. Hug.
Here's Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Kareem Hunt, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They run it with Balaj. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Credit the tackle that time to the Deshaun Hand.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And Wilson has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Middle.
That's track. 49, check 49, check 49.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Go. Monday. Quickstone, travel. Quick. Undercrunch.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Back now in the East Bay. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it, and it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Raiders on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19.
I'm coming after you.
They'll drop to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 28-yard line.
clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, there's the option going left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 30 on second down. Rosen. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Rosen now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. He completes this to Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And now it's Rosen looking. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 34-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Sheds another. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable for Grant. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Oakland, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for...